G'day teachers, welcome to video 6 of workshop 5. In this video we'll be looking at the planning that you need to do for 2022. Planning is an essential component of any organization, including schools. Schools need to plan activities to be held each week, each month, each term, and for the year. Some of the things that need to be included in this planning are lesson timetables, staff meetings, subject and grade meetings, extramural activities, and fundraising events. And as a teacher, planning is an important part of your job. Think about what makes a good teacher. A good teacher knows the content of their subject, shows care and kindness to the learners, and makes sure that they have got their lessons planned for the week and for the term. We encourage you to do some planning now for your classes for next year. And the first step in planning for next year is to reflect on your lessons this year. What worked well? What didn't work well? What will you do differently next time? Oh no, I hear you groan. I don't have time for the self-reflection. And yes, shame. You are entering into a hectic time. But hey, every term is hectic, and self-reflection is essential to make sure that you can improve your learners' academic performance in the new year. For example, let's think about what might have gone well this year. Perhaps you can say Maths Day was a real success. Children were excited and had fun doing maths. So, in your planning for next year, perhaps you want to make sure that you include time to hold another Maths Day. And then, an example of something that went wrong, well, perhaps that could be your learners struggling to solve problems involving numeric and geometric patterns. So in your plan for next year, you might want to include using more concrete apparatus when teaching this concept. Next, think about the impact of COVID-19 on your learners academically, emotionally, and socially. Your planning should include ways in which you can help lessen the impact of the missed school days on your learners. We encourage you to also reflect on the mathematical abilities and skills of your learners. What did they know when they came into your classroom this year compared to what you expected them to know? One step that we recommend you take is to do a baseline assessment of your learners as soon as the new term starts. You can use the baseline assessments given to you by Siawela previously. If you do not have these, you can download them after watching this video. Once you have completed the baseline assessment, we suggest that you recap what has been taught in the previous grades by using the revision exercises provided in the DBE Maths workbook. Planning is an important part of your work as a teacher. Planning gets you prepared. Some of the concepts that you teach you might know like the back of your hand, but other concepts might be more complicated and so more challenging to teach. Planning your lessons ahead of time will make sure that you are not stuck with a problem when trying to teach your learners. Planning will also boost your confidence, and being confident about what you teach and what activities the learners are going to do will help you to have good control and discipline in your classroom. Because you've worked out a plan and are confident about what will happen in your lesson, you will be able to achieve the set learning outcomes more easily. You will also be able to avoid those dead moments in the classroom when you are looking for something in the textbook or thinking about an activity that must be done. It is during these minutes that your learners will get restless and discipline matters can arise. Good lesson plans and your organized subject file will identify you as a professional, and this will help when you're going through your performance evaluations. Anyone observing you in the classroom will be able to see that you have thoroughly prepared your lessons. Off-the-cuff lessons are very easy to spot because the teachers can seem to be disorganized and unimpressive. Finally, good planning will help to make sure that your lessons are productive and meaningful. Arguably, the most important reason to plan is to ensure that your learners' time in the classroom is well spent. As their teacher, your lesson plan will link everything that you teach to the curriculum requirements. And because you have spent time planning that, you will be guiding your learners to achieve the set grade standards according to the DBE's teaching plan. And speaking of the DBE's teaching plan, it is vital that you align your plans to the curriculum instructions as soon as these become available. We know the dates of the school terms for 2022. According to the new calendar for coastal schools, teachers will return to school on the 17th of January, while learners will return to school on the 19th of January. The first term will end on the 25th of March. There will be 10 weeks of school, 47 school days. There will only be one public holiday, Human Rights Day, on the 21st of March. So in closing, let's remember this quotation. An hour of planning can save you 10 hours of doing. And so we wish you good luck and all the best as you tackle your planning for 2022. We have reached the end of the formal section of our Workshop 5. The next video is a celebration of your achievements this year. Before you move on to that video, we kindly ask you to complete the very short questionnaire on the topic of planning.